18 aqueous sodium thiosulfate reacts with hydrochloric acid. The rate of the reaction increases if the concentration on both reactants increased. By increasing concentration, the frequency of collision is increased. Nitrogen gas reacts with hydrogen gas. The rate of reaction increases if the pressure in the reaction vessel is increased. Particles become closer because by increasing pressure, volume is decreased. Become closer and more frequent collisions. Frequent collision. Which row correctly explains why the given change increases the rate of reaction? A is higher frequency of collision between the particles. It is correct. Higher frequency of collision between, this is also correct. So A option must be correct. Activation energy is incorrect because catalyst is not using in the experiment. So this is also incorrect. Activation energy is decreased, catalyst is not used, so C is also correct. Activation energy. Question number 19. Magnesium reacts with dilute sulfuric acid. Two experiments are carried out. Same particle size, same mass of magnesium, same particle size and same magnesium mass. So this is the concentration of acid. Calculating number of moles, concentration into volume divided by 1000. This is 1 into 100 divided by 1000. It is equal to 0.1. Again 2 multiplied by 50 divided by 1000. This is also equal to 0.1 mole. Same mole of mass are produced on both reactions because it's H2SO4 and the same mass of products are produced if same moles are used. So during each experiment the volume of hydrogen produced is measured. The results are on this graph. Same moles of hydrogen gas are produced in both experiments, but experiment 2 is fastest because concentration is increased. So experiment 2 is most steeper. So this is the experiment 2 and this is 1. So this is the most steepest, but same mole of gases are produced. Same mole. So this option is correct. Experiment 1 is less steeper, so this is incorrect. This is experiment 2 and this is 1, so it is incorrect. The same different mole of gases are produced in this graph, so this is also incorrect. Different moles of gas, so this is also incorrect. Solution X is colorless. A few drops of potassium, aqueous potassium iodide are added to a sample of X. No change is seen. Solution Y is colorless. A few drops of aqueous acidified potassium manganate are added to a sample Y. The color of the potassium manganate disappears. It means Y is a reducing agent because potassium manganate is oxidizing agent. So X is a colorless. So it is potassium iodide is reducing agent. If no color change is seen, it means X is not an oxidizing agent. is not an oxidizing agent. X and Y are both reducing agent are incorrect. X is an oxidizing agent. Y is not a reducing agent. Y is a reducing agent, so this is also incorrect. X is not a reducing agent and Y is an oxidizing. This is also incorrect. X is not an oxidizing agent. Yes, this is correct. And Y is a reducing agent. So D option is correct. Brown nitrogen dioxide react to form colorless dinitrogen in reversible reaction. The forward reaction is exothermic. This is exothermic reaction. Which change would make the equilibrium mixture darker in color? Decreasing temperature reaction will shift backward. Decreasing temperature reaction will shift forward. So this is incorrect. In decreasing pressure reaction will shift backward and more brown gas is formed. This is correct. Decreasing temperature is also incorrect. Increasing pressure will shift the reaction forward and colorless gas is produced. So this is also incorrect. Increasing temperature will shift the reaction towards brown colored gas, and decreasing pressure will shift the reaction backward. So equilibrium mixture darker in color, so that's why C option is correct. Which row shows the pH values for 0.1 mole per dm cube solutions of ammonia, hydrochloric acid, sodium chloride and sodium hydroxide? So ammonia is weak alkali, so pH is 11. Hydrochloric acid is strong acid, pH is 1. Sodium chloride is neutral salt, so it is pH is 7. And sodium hydroxide, the pH will be 13, strong alkali. So incorrect. B option 7 is incorrect. 1 is correct. 11 is incorrect. 13 is correct. 11 is correct. 1 is correct. And 7 is correct. 13 is correct. So C option must be correct. 4 test tubes are set up as shown. AgNO3 plus HCl, white precipitate, AgCl plus HNO3, solid plus HCl, CuCl2 plus HNO3. This is aqueous plus HCl to form PbCl2 solid plus HNO3. Sodium chloride aqueous, NaCl plus HNO3. So this is aqueous. Clear solution. Over here clear solution. Z is clear solution. Y form precipitate. X form clear solution. W form precipitate. What is the effect of adding dilute hydrochloric acid to each test tube? This is incorrect. Yes, B is correct option. Aqueous ammonia reacts with a compound to form salt ammonium phosphate. What type of reaction will ammonia undergo to form ammonium phosphate? Ammonia is base. H3PO4 is an acid. To form NH4 thrice PO4. Salt is formed, so this is acid base reaction. So this is neutralization, not combustion, not oxidation, not precipitation. Salt is formed. Sulfuric acid is manufactured in a contact process. Several substances are involved in this process, including vanadium 5 oxide and water. Which roles are played by vanadium 5 oxide and water in the contact process? Vanadium 5 oxide used as a catalyst and water used as a reactant, because this is sulfur plus oxygen to form sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide, these are the stages of making sulfuric acid. SO3, this is reversible reaction, and over here vanadium 5 oxide is used, 450 degrees centigrade temperature and 2 to 3 atmospheric pressure, and SO3 react with H2SO4 to form helium, H2S2O7, and H2S2O7 diluted with water to form H2SO4. So this is used as a reactant in last stage, so water act as a reactant in this reaction. So B option is correct. Sorry, A option is correct. Catalyst, solvent, reactant, solvent. So these three are incorrect. Some properties which indicate the differences in elements are listed. Metallic character, number of electron shells in an atom, number of protons in an atom, total number of electrons in an atom. Which two properties increases across the period of the periodic table? Metallic character is decreased, so number of electron shells in an atom, not correct. Same shell in the period, so this is also incorrect. Number of protons increased, total number of electrons in an atom increased. So 3 and 4 statement are correct, so 3 and 4 are correct, so it is D. Germanium is in group 4 of the periodic table. It has proton number 32. Selenium is in group 6, 34, proton number 34. Which prediction can be made based on the position of germanium and selenium in the periodic table? Germanium atom has 2 more valence electrons than a selenium atom. 32 more valence electrons than no. Selenium has 2 more, so this is incorrect. Germanium forms Ge3 positive. It is present in group 4, so does not form 3 positive. Selenium is present in group 6. It also not as E2 positive, 2 negative, so it is incorrect. Germanium has more metallic character than the selenium. Yes, across the period, because germanium is in group 4 and it is in group 6, so germanium has more metallic character than selenium. Germanium has similar properties to the tellurium and selenium has similar properties to tin. This is also incorrect because tin is present in the group present in germanium, so it is also incorrect. C option is correct. The proton number of cesium is 55 compared with lithium. The melting point of cesium is lower, and the reaction of cesium with water is more vigorous. The number of valence electrons in cesium is greater compared to, because lithium is present in second period while cesium is present in sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium present in sixth period. So it is greater compared to the lithium metal. So which is correct? Higher, more, the same. Higher, less, the same. One is lower, more, and greater. C option is correct. Nickel is a transition metal element. Which properties does it have? It can act as a catalyst. Yes, it is correct. It is used as a catalyst in making margarine. It conducts electricity when molten. It is a metal, so it conducts electricity. It is correct. It forms colored compound. Nickel is a transition metal, so it forms colored compounds. It is also correct. It has only one oxidation state in its compounds. It is incorrect because nickel is transition elements, or it has more than two oxidation state. So 1, 2, 3 are correct. 1, 2, 3. A is correct option. Which metal reacts with steam and can be extracted from its ore by reduction with carbon? Reacts with steam and can be extracted from its ore by reduction with carbon. Magnesium metal reacts with steam but can't extract it from its ore by reduction with carbon. From its ore by reduction with carbon. Calcium also not react with cold water, and not this. Extracted from its ore by reduction with carbon by using electrolysis. It is also extracted by electrolysis. Copper cannot react with steam but can be extracted from its ore by reduction with carbon. Zinc reacts with steam as well as can be extracted from its ore by reduction with carbon. So zinc is correct option. 3 correct statements about aluminum are listed. Aluminum is the most common metal in the earth crust. Not correct. It is costly to extract aluminum from its ore. Yes, it is correct. From its ore bauxite. The world's supply of bauxite is limited. This is also correct. Which statement explains why aluminum should be recycled? So 2 and 3, so that's why it should be recycled. B is correct. Attaching pieces of magnesium to underground iron pipes can protect the iron from corrosion. Which reaction protects the iron from corrosion? Magnesium is more reactive than iron. So it can protect iron from corrosion as it reacts earlier than iron with moist air. So reaction is magnesium to form so magnesium is oxidized earlier, so this option is correct. D option is correct. 33. Iron is extracted from its ore hematite in a blast furnace. Which statement about the extraction process is correct? Air is blown into the blast furnace to react with carbon. Yes, might be correct. At the bottom of the blast furnace, a layer of molten iron floats on the. No, this is not correct. Molten slag blown on the. Molten slag is less denser than iron. So on iron, molten slag floats. This is incorrect. Limestone is decomposed in the blast furnace to produce carbon, not carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, because calcium carbonate decomposed to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So this is incorrect. Silicon dioxide, an impurity in the ore, is a basic oxide, is acidic oxide. So this is incorrect. Which statement about the preparation and properties of aluminum is correct? Aluminum is obtained by heating aluminum oxide with carbon. Incorrect. It is obtained by electrolysis. Aluminum is produced at the anode. It is not produced at the anode, it is at cathode by electrolysis of aluminum oxide. Like this is the reaction at cathode. Aluminum is unreactive as it forms an oxide coating. Yes, it is correct. Is used in overhead electricity cable as it is good conductor of electricity and has high density, low density. So this is incorrect. How many moles of hydrogen chloride are formed when 1 mole of methane reacts with a large excess of chlorine? So methane, all hydrogen are substituted by chlorine. So these are the reaction plus Cl2 to form CH3Cl plus HCl, CH3Cl plus Cl2 to form CH2Cl2 plus HCl. So this reaction is continuous until all hydrogens are replaced by the chlorine atom. Cl2 CHCl3 plus HCl and CHCl3 plus Cl2 to form CCl3 plus HCl. How many moles of hydrogen chloride? So this is the chain reaction. So how many moles at the end of reaction? 4 moles of hydrogen chloride. 1 2 3 4. So D option is correct. Vegetable oils can be made into margarine. Which row describes the changes which take place? Hydrogen is added, viscosity is increased. Yes, because vegetable oil is converted into margarine. This is solid and this is liquid. When hydrogen is added, viscosity is increased. So A option is correct. Which statement about alcohols are correct? All alcohols contain hydroxide ion, not hydroxide ions. Ethanol can be formed from ethene using reaction catalyzed by yeast. So glucose can be formed, ethanol can be formed from glucose. This is not correct, using reaction catalyzed by yeast. Methanol can be oxidized to methanoic acid. Yes, it is correct. Alcohol X and Y shown are isomers. This is 2-butanol and this is 1-butanol. The molecular formula 1, 2, 3, 4 C4 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 H10O. And in both compound molecular formula is same, so both are and structural formula is different, so X and Y are isomers of each other. 3 and 4 are correct. D option is correct. Which circle structure shows only the functional group of a carboxylic acid? So this is incorrect because this is whole compound is circled. This is correct because this is carboxylic acid, only functional group is circled. So whole functional group is carboxylic acid, so this is correct. So it is also incorrect. B option is correct. Which statement about polymer is correct? Nylon and terylene are both polyesters. Not correct. Protein and nylon have the same monomer unit. Not correct. Protein have the same amide linkage as nylon. This is correct. Terylene and fats are esters but with different linkages. Terylene and fats are not esters. With different are esters but same linkages. So are ester but with different same linkages. So this is also incorrect. Question number 40. Some information about compound X is given. X contains the element carbon, hydrogen and oxygen only. The products of the hydrolysis of X is the simple sugar glucose. What is X? It is not polyester, not protein. Carbon and hydrogen, nitrogen is present, and not polyester because polyester is fat. And product of the hydrolysis of X is the simple sugar. So this must be starch. Nylon, nitrogen given amino acid, polyester, fatty acid and glycerol. Not polyester, dicarboxylic acid and diol. Dicarboxylic acid and diol. And nylon is dicarboxylic acid plus diamine. So starch has glucose.